Since we're in the dead middle of the playoffs,
Not the living middle.
hashtag dead middle,
Dead middle.
hashtag dead middle.
Not letting go.
Now that we're in the dead middle of the playoffs, I kind of want to talk about bandwagon fans. So there's two kinds of bandwagon fans you kind of see in the playoffs. There's bandwagon fans that their team's out of it, so they kind of jump on another team. Like for us, it would make a lot of sense to jump on Carolina because their coach is a former Flyer. A few of their players are former
Justin
Flyers.
Williams is a former Flyer.
Yeah, so it would kind of make sense for us to jump on them as a team. So how do you feel about people just sort of picking up a new team for the playoffs once their team's out? The second bandwagoner I want to talk about is, maybe not a lot of people do this, but I definitely know some people that they don't really watch hockey during the regular season, either because there's a lot of games or just a ton of different reasons why, but they always watch during the playoffs because the intensity ratchets up to like 10.
To 11. So when I look at this, my attitude is kind of like, hey, enjoy the game. Root for whoever you want to root for. I mean, if you're a die-hard fan of a team, I always think if your team's not in it, and you want to root for another team, there's nothing really wrong for that. I mean, I think it's a little weird if you, identify with that team, you act like you're part of that team when you've been a fan of another team. You kind of just switch ships. Some of that also depends on location and your team's history. Like, there actually are situations where I would deem that okay. All right, but yeah, I mean, look, enjoy the playoffs. Enjoy it. If you love a storyline, you want to jump on a team's bandwagon, do it. Just don't sacrifice kind of who you are and who you've been. In terms of bandwagon fans that kind of jump in after the playoffs, I mean, the NHL playoffs are super exciting. Just don't act like you've been following a team the whole year and then just jumped in the playoffs. Just say, like, no, I watched the playoffs, I love my team, and I hope they win the Stanley Cup. Nothing wrong with that. Just be you.
Yeah. Be authentic.
Be authentic.
I think that's
Yeah. Or be diehard and like all 32 NHL teams. I already like all 32 teams, including the Seattle Blues. So comment below what you think about bandwagon fans in hockey, whether it's the Type A, which is the fans that are rooting for another team other than their own, or the Type B, which are just hockey fans that don't show up to the playoffs, which are not really hockey fans, they're playoff fans, they're Stanley Cup playoff fans. And let us know what you think of them. If you know any of them, call them out below. Start an argument, but not physical arguments, because those are bad, and you really can't do that online because it's not a real place. It's just a digital world in which we can share ideas and thoughts, and this video needs to end.
Luna, stop barking.